Wake up, Jacob. It's me, IP. So the hits just keep on coming. But if you like the vibe, like, comment, subscribe. So we're still looking at this whole pandemic and dealing with it, and there's been a lot of concerns. And it actually just popped up a few minutes ago that Utah just had an earthquake. Just had an earthquake, one of their worst earthquakes in a very, very long time. But it's starting to happen. It's just the hits just keep on coming, guys. It just keeps on coming, left and right. And these are certainly trying times. And people, believe like when we get back to normal. But like I said before, it's going to be a new normal. It's not going to be just normal. It's going to be a new normal. It's certainly going to be a paradigm shift, and we have to be ready for that. We have to be ready for that. This is crazy. So anyway, I was reading another article, and it had to do with prison releases. Another response, another thing that they're going to deal with, as far as trying to quell the tide for this pandemic, for us to stop the spread. And so we're talking about what were we dealing with, right? We're talking about major events and meeting place, big, large gatherings. You have a lot of the camps out here. This is a Brews News segment, but a lot of the places, I did a video where a lot of people were doing Passover and things like that. Now a lot of places are going to put the kibosh on that. Like for instance, Straightway, they moved it. Actually, they pushed it back from that first month that you can do the Passover to the second month that's outlined in Numbers. If you missed the first one. But yeah, it's getting crazy out there. I mean, the hits just keep on coming. I mean, left and right. And so now, we got an earthquake. So, these are various plagues. Okay, we see throughout the Bible, when there are actual plagues of disease or plagues of natural disaster, all the way up to the death angel. So we see this. You see this in the Bible. But now we're looking at large businesses. Disney and Apple and all these places closing. I mean, of course, Apple's going to open up some of their spots in China, open up the stores in China, but outside of China, all the Apple stores are going to stay closed. But I mean, cruise lines and flights, most flights have been shut down. No international travel. You can do some domestic travel, but it's just getting crazy. The way the grocery stores are being handled. I was looking at, I think. Like Dollar General or something like that, they're gonna open up their first hour of the day. They're gonna open it just for the seniors, just for the seniors, to get them in there, because you get a lot of desperate people, and all of a sudden, hey, senior folks are in trouble because people will knock them down to get things, and plus the elderly tend to move at a slower pace, and you're gonna have people standing in line real impatient. So, guys, I don't know, and still after all of this, you still have some people who think it's not a big deal. It's not, hey, it's not a big deal. At this point, there's no such thing. There's hardly any such thing as fear mongering. There's everything is shut down. Businesses shut down. Schools, shut down. Everything. It's nuts out here. Everything's shut down. So I don't see how anyone can say, oh well, no, it's happening. Your life has changed. And for those who say, oh, okay, well, it's no big deal, nothing is happening, whatever, you don't believe it or whatever, well, guess what? For those who don't believe, then guess what? You may not believe it, but it's still affecting you because the other people are believing it, okay? The other people done bought up all the toilet paper from you. The other people have already bought all the food for you and the ammo and things like that. The other people who do believe it, or acting. So you sitting there with your head in the sand and feel like, hey, nothing's gonna happen. That's just you. The reality is, it is a mental shift. We have new terminology with social distancing and stuff like that. We are quarantined right now, self-quarantine, but we're being quarantined. Curfews are being instituted in different parts of the country. Oh yeah, it's real. It's happening. Whether you like it or not, it is happening. Let's get to this article, man. This is crazy. This is look like from Washington Post, and it's an opinion piece. But anyway, in the headline, it says, "We must release prisoners to lessen the spread of the coronavirus." You guys, you hear that? You hear that? Okay, and this was just, well, yesterday. It says, unless government officials act now, the novel coronavirus will spread rapidly in our jails and prisons, endangering not only prisoners and corrections workers, but the general public as well. As the country prepares for further spread of the pandemic, authorities should take immediate steps to limit the risks posed by mass confinement, including releasing those detained on bail, along with elderly prisoners who pose little danger to the public. Early on in this pandemic, we learned that, as with other closed spaces such as cruise ships and nursing homes, the COVID-19 coronavirus spread rapidly in Chinese correctional facilities. That's a fact. Now, the United States, which leads the world when it comes to incarceration, faces that same challenge. And that's, yeah, that's another post. The United States, I mean, think about it. You have India, who outnumbers us by population. You got China, who outnumbers us by population. But we lead the world in incarceration. But that's another post. That's something else, at least in percentage, right? We lead them in percentage. But I digress. That's neither here or there. It is essential to understand that despite being physically secure, jails and prisons are not isolated from the community. People continuously enter and leave, including multiple shifts of correction staff, newly arrested, charged, and sentenced individuals, attorneys, and visitors. Even if this flow is limited to the extent possible, correctional facilities remain densely populated and poorly designed to prevent the inevitable rapid and widespread dissemination of this virus. At the same time, jails and prisons houses individuals at higher risk than in other settings, such as schools and restaurants, that have been closed to mitigate contamination. Although corrections facilities cannot be closed, they must be included in any plan aimed at slowing the surge in infections and protecting public safety. Agreed. Reassessing security and public health risks and acting immediately will save the lives of not only those incarcerated, but also correctional staff and their families and the community at large. There are several steps that authorities should implement as quickly as possible. They must screen incoming individuals to prevent and delay infected individuals from entering facilities. They must rapidly identify cases and isolate exposed groups to limit the spread, as well as quickly transfer seriously ill patients to appropriate facilities. But that won't be enough. Authorities should release those who do not pose an immediate danger to the public safety, while also reducing arrests and delaying sentencing. These moves carry inherent political risks, but they are for the greater good of the public at large. The abrupt onset of severe COVID-19 infections among incarcerated individuals will require mass transfers to local hospitals for intensive medical and ventilator care, highly expensive interventions that may soon be in short supply. Each severely ill patient coming from corrections who occupies an ICU bed will mean others may die for inability to obtain care. So far, correct. Our ability to release people rapidly will vary the type of facility and jurisdiction. Those being held in jails simply due to their inability to afford bail or for minor infractions or violations can generally be released promptly by the judiciary or even a local sheriff. Some jurisdictions are already discussing such mitigation efforts, thinking about releasing prisoners, lesser crimes, minor charges, blue collar type crimes and stuff like that. Okay, already sentenced individuals pose a greater challenge. Compounded by the punitive policies of the past few decades, mandatory minimum sentences, 3 strikes and life without parole, that have led to a large aging incarcerated population, especially vulnerable to severe disease. Additionally, half of all incarcerated people suffer from at least one chronic illness, which means even more will be at risk of a poor prognosis if they become infected. Yeah. Those eligible for parole can and should be released. Provisions for compassionate release parole exist in every state. However, that process is typically slow, underutilized, and very limited. Fortunately, the people at highest risk for severe complications of COVID-19 who are incarcerated, the aging, and chronically ill are, on average, the least likely to commit a new crime or need to be reincarcerated. In some states, governors have the ability to commute sentences or pardon individuals, as does the president in the federal system. On the federal level as well, there is a parallel public health danger lurking in the immigration detention center, where thousands of people are being held in jail-like conditions that pose similar risks. The Trump administration could, if it wished, institute a simple and even temporary policy change to release those individuals into the community rather than contain them in an environment where rapid spread is likely. As unlikely as this may be, given the administration's approach to immigration detention, this may be the easiest fix given the broad discretion of the Department of Homeland Security to change policies. Guys, this is getting thick. This is getting thick. Now, talking about releasing people. Now, the spread of the coronavirus may also be tipping point, maybe the tipping point for what can happen when they fail to consider all the costs and consequences of our system of mass incarceration. We justify locking people up to protect public safety, yet public safety will be at even greater peril if we fail to mitigate risks associated with confining too many people in jails, prisons, and detention facilities during a pandemic. He does have a point, but at the bottom line, we're talking about releasing prisoners. Okay, we have to remember what we're talking about. We're talking about releasing prisoners. Now, you couple that to, I saw another article. Let me go to it if I can find it here. There's another article. Told you about that one. And let's see here. Get rid of that. Let's see. Gotta get rid of that. Gotta keep that. Gotta keep that. So let me go to an article I was looking at a second ago, guys. Because this is, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. We have one. Here it is. Okay, so now you say, so now we're talking about releasing prisoners, and then we're talking about what some police departments are going to do, okay? So this is in Little Rock. It said, in an effort to maintain the safety of our residences and slow the spread of COVID-19 by keeping with social distancing, okay, Little Rock Police Department has implemented a change in how we handle non-emergency police reports. The reports listed below will only be taken by our telephone reporting unit until further notice. Okay, until further notice. This will be only by telephone until further notice, right? So it's an incident that will be taken by phone. Okay, shalom, shalom, guys. It says incident that will be taken by phone. Okay, breaking or entering. Okay, is of an auto, of a car, criminal mischief, directed patrol requests, financial identity fraud, forgery, fraudulent use of credit card, federal general information, harassing communications, hit and run accident, no injury, private property, loss of stolen license plate, private property accident, terroristic threatening, suspect not present, and no injury on their personal property, no injury, theft reports, vacation home reports, loss and missing property, reporting additional information or additional stolen property to an existing report, requests for police related advice, referrals, or other general information, all that's by the phone, private property damage, let's see right here, just skipped up, private property damage when there is no apparent criminal intent, reporting from complainants that are no longer in the city of Little Rock or unable to respond to the jurisdiction within a reasonable amount of time, fraudulent payment, solicitation scams, no suspect information, attempted breaking and entering of unoccupied buildings, including garages and sheds, vacant foreclosure houses, shoplifting with no suspect in custody, vandalism, and auto breaking or entering, single incident. Okay, so yeah, that's how some police departments are going to respond with this. See, they're not coming out for my cat stuck in a tree, like the days of old. So there's going to be a new normal. This is a paradigm shift, guys. It means you're kind of on your own. You're kind of on your own. See, the petty crime, petty things happen all the time. That happens all the time, every day. It happens, right? But you're kind of sort of on your own. So to mitigate the spread of this pandemic, some prisoners may be released. That's a reality, right? If they want to contain this thing. And then you have some police departments saying, yeah, we're going to take this is all going to be by phone. We're gonna have to do this by phone. So it's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. And folks, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Oh yeah, well, you know, this too shall pass. Yeah, this leg of it, this phase, yes, this will pass. Okay, there will be a time again where we don't have to deal with COVID-19. There will be a time where we'll have to deal with it, but you got to deal with something else. Look at how people are responding. Okay, look at how people are responding. It's happening, folks. It's out there. You know, it feels. I hope it doesn't get that severe, but it feels like it's gonna be like the purge or something like that. Some crimes we just have to take a report over the phone. That's it. So, sounds like you're gonna have to protect yourself, right? Sounds like you are going to have to protect yourself. Let's see what some of you guys are saying. You guys talk to me, guys. Talk to me. Let me get on there. I want to look at some of the comments here. Let me see here. Okay, so let me see here. That's not it. Hold on. All right, let's see who's on there. Shalom, shalom, Ronnie Rayner. Shalom, shalom, Lisi. Okay. Shalom, Michael Rivera. Shalom, shalom, Lynn. Evan Davis. Shalom, shalom. Dre Yah. Shalom. Antonio, child of Yah. Shalom. Mrs. Ragsdale. How are you? Shalom, shalom. MT. Okay. MT says, do you believe people in the city can be hidden? Yes, I think it's harder, but I think the people in the city can be hidden. I believe. Let's see here. Yes, yeah, I think it's hard, but yeah, you can't hide. It's possible. It is possible. What about women who live alone? That's Dreya said. What about women who live alone? Look, this is what I'm saying. On that, women live alone. I think they're gonna have it harder, right? You got a lot of women who are rugged individuals. Okay, they just, hey, you know, they have the Beyonce anthem. You know, all the women independent and all that other stuff. I get it, but in times such as these, that record skips. Okay, and can you imagine? You're a woman. You're by yourself. Okay, and you say, oh, well, you know, I got my gun. Okay, well, you're a woman, you're by yourself, you have your gun. Maybe you hunker down by yourself or you hunker down with your kids. So that means you are on 24-hour security. You are making sure that you got to make sure somebody's not watching you, okay? Some other dude's not watching you and want to overtake you and take what you have, okay? That's what you have to make sure of. That's what's It's dangerous, okay? It's dangerous. Is it possible? Yeah, you're smart. Now, you need to get in situations and you need to get into, you need to get into a mag, get into a household. There's strength in numbers. You got to get to where you got to figure it out, okay? You got to figure it. It's hard. It's hard, ladies, being by yourself, okay? You definitely got to lay low. And nefarious characters, people of low moral estate, okay, are watching. They are watching, okay? Like predators, they want to pick off the weak in the herd. That's what they want to do. That's what they do, okay? That's what they do. I'm not immune. Look at the trolls. Look at other prepper stations. Look at the trolls. Look at different people out there, and you'll say, okay, prepare, do this, do that, do this. And they'll be like, well, you know, I'm gonna come and, you know, what if you get robbed? Which I don't get. I don't get the argument at all. I really don't. I don't get the argument. Okay, I understand you're saying, hey, you can prepare. You can be prepared all you want, and someone can come and try to take it and rob you and marauders and all that. We understand that they exist. But what is the point of the statement? We know if you have something, you have to protect it. You have something, you have to protect it. Because some people have okay, you may have a stash, a cash, or you may have your provisions and stuff like that. You may have that in your possession, but it does you no good if you can't protect it, if you can't keep it. It does you no good if you can amass all that and then you cannot protect it or keep it. We understand that, which means you have to secure yourself, which means it's hard to do it by yourself. Okay? It's really hard to do it by yourself. But some people got what it takes to take what you got. Okay? And they're going to come in just bands and marauders. The unprepared goes to steal and take and rob from the prepared. I get that. And you need to be thinking about your plan on that. Obviously, I'm not going to sit up on a camera, or no one should sit up on a camera and say, this is what I'm going to do in case a bunch of marauders come my way. Okay, you can't just reveal your plan to everybody what you're going to do. Just have a plan. But dealing with the women by themselves, I think it's going to be hard. I think it's going to be hard. That's why I did that the video, I believe yesterday, talking about the ladies to email me. And again, it's not for me. It's not like, hey, I want 15 women to come up. No, I don't want that. Okay, they got to meet certain criteria. I said yesterday that some women, when you start looking and you reek of desperation, then guys are going to flee from you. Okay, you reek of desperation. It's they're gonna be like, nah, because you're not trying to be help me. You just need help. Okay, you're not trying to help someone's further their household and further their vision that the Most High may have put on their heart. You just want to get out. You want to get covered. Okay, it's like the Isaiah 4. Hey, I got my own money, got my own raiment. Just let me be called by your name. We understand what that is. And although some women are gonna do that, it doesn't mean that every man's gonna take every woman that comes along. Not gonna happen. Because one bad apple is like this virus can come and affect the whole household. So it's not about it's not about guys who have their home in order and have a plan, have a vision, who have leadership and everything. They're not going to just let any woman come in and disrupt the whole thing. Okay, this is not like a polygyny debate and all this. This is about covering. Okay, this is about covering. Now, a guy bringing in a woman is because he thinks, well, a righteous dude, because he thinks that she can help further his household in some capacity. Some capacity. That's why you come, what do you bring to the table? Oh, we already know you want help, you want covering. We know that. That's on the table. But what do you bring to the table? Can you have more kids? Do you have a particular skill set? Do you have a particular knowledge? You're a nurse, doctor, psychoanalyst, something. Where you're in the military, you're a soldier, you know how to prepare the other women, help them, to help to defend. Do you have homesteading skills, gardening skills? Okay, what kind of skills what are you bringing to the table? That's what I'm saying. I know some brothers, I talk to some brothers, they are very particular. They're like, hey, listen, hey, listen, yeah, I'll take another wife, but guess what? She better come with this, that, this, and that. Otherwise, I'm not interested. Because we are not in a time right now where it's all about, hey, look at this chick, ooh, We're not in that time right now. Now, that is not the time. So, it's going to get bad out there. That's why I say, okay, ladies, I'm telling you now, when you come out of this situation, I'm going to go ahead and put the email on there. When you come out of this situation, you better be thinking about getting real serious. You better be thinking about what you're gonna do. I'm just putting in my the email. Okay, I already got a couple of young ladies already reached out. I will be talking to the brothers. And they will be. Let's make sure I spell that right. Okay, there it is. And I will be. Go back up to where I was. All right, and I will respond. I'll respond to you. I'll let you know who may be interested in you, who may be interested in looking for something like that. And some women like, well, what about me? I don't know. Like I said in the other one, the other video that I did like yesterday morning, the other video about the Isaiah 4. They say, well, I don't know if I qualify. It's just different when it depends on what a man needs for his household. Okay, some men, some of the brothers are looking to have more kids. Like myself, looking to have more kids. Not all the brothers. Some brothers will take on someone and they don't have to have any kids. Okay, they don't have to have more kids. They don't want to have more kids, but they do want a woman with some particular skill sets that can help in other ways, right? Brother might have a whole bunch of kids and just need some more help, like that. Need more hands on deck, stuff like that. So I'm just letting you know. So some women might disqualify themselves and say, well, I'm 48, I can't have kids. I'm 52, I can't have what? Hey, some brothers, that doesn't bother them. Okay, I got nothing against you. I'm not looking for that, because I do want to expand my family. I'm not looking for that, but that doesn't mean, the other brothers. So I'm just saying. Anyway, I put the email in the chat. I'll put it in the description box as well. But it's FOI Bible Studies at inbox.com. All right. What about women living alone? Babylon is falling. Lynn, Sister Lynn, I do agree that something is happening. I think this is the beginning of the end, but I'm just saying. Malak Yashara, what's going on, Brother Malak? MT, shalom, by the way. Okay, I got you. Ms. Razdell said, we were buying food, seeds, ammo, and guns. Where there's a lack of resources, there's someone willing to take what they are lacking. Absolutely, 100%, Mrs. Razdell. Evan Davis, this starting to be like the comic and TV series The Walking Dead. Yes, very much. It's almost like The Purge. It's about to be like that. Roddy Rain, he said, yep. Roddy Rain agreed with you. Yep, time to lay low. Unique Taste of Soul, my bro, what's going on? Yeah, he was saying, to help you push the vision. Absolutely. Help you look to, if you don't want to help push the vision, I mean, don't waste my time, Like I said, the brothers, like, if you can't assimilate and submit and come into it and to push the vision, you want to push your own agenda, keep pushing, keep going. Don't waste my time. Okay. He said, I'm making a delivery in Edinburgh, Texas, and another driver just told me that they're closing Laredo. I guess he was talking about at customs. Yeah, probably can't. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. All that's getting tightened up. Rosie UK, oops, what am I missing here? Just came in when you were asking what are you bringing to the table. Yeah, yeah. I mean, no. Rosie UK, sister. You have some sisters, who want to join a house, especially in times such as these, right? And right now is a bad time. Right now is a bad time for some women to try to join a house. I mean, some brothers will do it or whatever. I mean, hey, that's on them. But right now is a bad time to. I mean, if you're in the middle of courting and all that, okay, that's different. But talking about brand new, it's kind of a bad time because it's a desperate situation. It's a desperate situation. I mean, some brothers will have compassion and go ahead and bring on a sister and stuff, and I get it. That's fine. I'm not condemning them for it or whatever. It's just that you got to be extra careful and extra vigilant at a time like this. But what we're saying is that when you bring something to the table, because you have some sisters who want to join to houses, and they don't take a personal inventory, right? You have some sisters who may be older or past childbearing years, or maybe had a hysterectomy or whatever the case may be, and they're like, well, I have no value, so no brother want to take me on because I can't have any more kids and stuff. And that's not necessarily true. There's some brothers, they're not looking to have more kids. Or if you have a particular skill set, that's what I mean by what are you bringing to the table. If you have a particular skill set, then you could have value to a household. Okay, you could have value. Like I said, do you have first aid, nursing skills, doctor, psychological skills, education, are you a school teacher or something? I mean, you bring some value to the table. Do you have something that can come of value, like on a homestead or something like that? Do you know gardening and things like that? Canning? Can you make tinctures? Anything that could help, former military, things that could help a brother further his household, further accumulate and secure. Okay, accumulate, add on, and then secure as well. How do you help and assist? Okay, do you have the healing capabilities? Do you know herbs particularly well? Things like that. What do you bring to the table? Okay, and so that's what I was talking about. So it's not just the ability to have babies and things like that. Although that's important too. But like I said, it just depends. So we move on. Let's see here. I think those women who are looking for support during this time should seek the Most High first. Yeah, MT. Yeah, they should. Yeah, they should, because they're gonna need it. They're gonna need it. Yes, they should. MT said, now is the time that we as brethren should now listen to the voice of Yah before anyone makes a move. Absolutely, should definitely be praying more. Definitely praying some more. Unique taste of soul. She has to bring some skills to the table. Everyone has a brick to add to the building process. Absolutely, brother. Yeah, and she needs to think about, okay, what do I do? What skills do I have? You know, what do I bring to the table? You know, you got to think about that. Okay, Ronnie has to bring skills to the table. Absolutely, got to show that blue book value first. Evan Davis, you got to show that blue book value for absolutely. You know, see, you can go get a used car. Forgive the metaphor, ladies. I'm not calling you a used car. Relax. But you know, you take a used car. Okay, are all used cars, do they not have value? Right? Are they all worthless? Of course, there are used cars that have a lot of value. All right, so it just depends. What's your value? I mean, if I don't know you, I can't tell you what your value is. Only you know that. So take an inventory of your value. What do you bring to the table? Figure something out. Okay. Gotta show the blue book value. I love that. You need to take some. Yep. Rosie UK said, "I hear you, brother Robert. Desperation leads to desperate measures. I agree with you. Thank you, sister Rosie UK. Thank you, sister. Appreciate you joining me. You've been listening and tuning in all the time. But so over the next couple days, guys, there's gonna be a lot of blogs, a lot of lives, and I'm gonna go live. And I gotta be honest with you guys. I gotta be honest. Going live isn't really my favorite thing to do, and the reason why is because I can't edit. Okay, it's right off the cuff. You gotta just, you know, you go, you come and you go and things like that. But I like to be able to add slides, and I don't have this whole studio suite, so when I'm live I can add those things too. That's a little bit more cumbersome, and I don't have this in times such as these. I can't do that. I like live and I appreciate live because we can interact. I do like that. Okay, that's the part of the live that I do like. We can interact, we can talk, we chop it up, things like that. It's good. It gives us it feels like we have a closer connection. You guys understand what I'm saying? I mean, if you follow and track what I'm saying, just put a 100 in there. But it seems like we can connect a little bit more as live. You know, it wasn't recorded a week ago and things like that. So it has a different feel to it. But the thing is, the reason why I like recording is because I can record multiple videos. Okay, if I have like one day, okay, like if I have one day, let's just say I'm on a homestead. Okay, put it like this here. Let's say I'm on a homestead and I'm relaxing, you know, on a Shabbat. I may not be doing a lot of videos. Maybe I'll do some videos, a couple, right? Do some videos, or I take the first day of the week and then I say, okay, I'm not doing that for a couple of hours. I'm gonna make some videos, right? And I make a couple of, say I make 6 15-minute videos, right? I can have all those done in one day. I can shoot them all. I can go edit them all. And then that's my first day of the week. That's Sunday. I can shoot them all. I can edit them all. I can add in slides. I can put in sound effects. I can put background music. I can do all that stuff. I can add video clips if I want to or whatever. I can do all that stuff and then just schedule them out for the whole week and I'm done, right? So that's what I like about that. These lives, you guys are getting, I'm right here in real time, right? Which is cool, but I got to do each one over and over and over. And since I don't have full access to all of my, you know, stuff and equipment, since I downsized out of my home, it's a little bit different. The background different. I don't have my background. I don't have my banners. I don't have all, you know, I don't have all that stuff, right? So I got to go live. So you guys are going to see a lot of live streams. I may do more than one video a day, you know, more than one live a day. So definitely smash that notification bell, you know, ring that bell. And that way, anytime, you know, I pop up, I definitely want you guys. I can't even really, well, I can, but I can't really even schedule, you know, a live stream in the sense that, hey, news pops up all the time. News pop up all the time. And who knows how long these things are going to be. I thought this one was going to be like 10 minutes, and we're over 30 minutes already. So, you know, I appreciate you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, share with others. Let's talk, let's build, let's chop it up. And I'm trying to grow this. I'm trying to grow this channel actually, because there's some things I want to do in the future. But you know, you want to have, you got to have a bigger audience. So, definitely. Okay, you guys got me there. Are you joined to a community, or do you have your own. I hear now is the time to buy property because the interest is lower. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I bought some land. I bought some land, and I do. We do. Right now is we're not a community, but we're a mag. Right. We have some. I have some brethren that we are going to live in close proximity. Now, I'm not opposed to having a family or two on the land with me, right? I'm sitting on it'll be 15 acres, right? And I have two families who want to come and stay with me for a while. Want to stay on the land for a while, but we've been talking already. We've been talking over a year already. It's a brother I've known for going on 2 years. Going on 2 years. Yeah. So another, and actually he's a minister actually. But anyway, I've been talking to him. We've been talking for about 2 years, and he would like to, he want to get his own land. He want to get his own land. Him and a couple of other brothers and stuff that we've all been, we've been talking. But he wants to get his own land and stuff like that, and that's fine. But we don't mind being on each other's land for a little while, right? So he don't mind being on my land for a little while or whatever to get his own. He's already been looking, already bought up a bunch of stuff, and they're still, again, putting their resources together. Shalom, Kimberly Wells. Shalom, shalom, sister. Putting the resources together, right? So they're already working, already doing it, kind of like the straightway model, right? They're putting a lot of resources together. They're getting together, so they're gonna do it, right? So I'm happy for them. They got their eye on some. They got their eye on some land that's kind of near mine or whatever. So they're looking at a couple of things. So shalom. So praise y'all for that. Let's see here. Am I joined to the? Okay, Rosie UK. How are you settling in on our? Yeah, Rosie UK. Yeah, I'm. You know what? This whole pandemic, and I wanted to ask you about what's going on. As a matter of fact, while I answer your question, tell us what's going on, because I know you're over in the UK. Tell me what's going on. I know like Italy shut down and a lot of other things, but since you're there, I think you're still there. Since or wherever you are, let me know where you are again, and how's it going? What the local government and the local society, what are they doing day to day, Rosie UK? But how are we settling? Settling okay. I mean, I got to do a lot of work because it's raw land. I gotta cut down some high grass. I gotta put up fencing. I gotta map out my land. I gotta see where my high points, where my low points there. Where am I gonna put my gardens? I have a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff to get. I gotta worry about, my power and water and things like that. Obviously, I'm gonna do rain catchment and I'm gonna do propane and things like that. But I got to put all those things in place, and what has slowed me down, of course, is this pandemic. It's completely slowed me down. So I'm just in the RV, and and I'm just an RV, and I'm just making it work. I mean, I stacked up my bunkhouse with as much food as I can, and and just kind of hunkering down. I'm just hunkering down right now. So I'm settling okay. MT, I actually have been watching for years, but really just started commenting after your Yah Wills video. I don't see you saying I told you. I don't see you encourage brethren, and that's what's needed. Okay. I don't see you saying I told you. I don't see you encourage brethren, and then I do see you encourage brethren. Okay, I got you. Yeah, okay, I got you. Okay, I just want to make sure I read that right. He said, I don't see you. Yeah, it's not the I told you so. I don't want to wag my finger at people. You just say, hey, it's just something that we'll be talking about, prepping and preparing and things like that for a while. And like I said, all this pandemic does is confirm what we've been talking about. Like when the Most High says, seek out the old paths. And what's going to help you, what's going to aid you. As soon as you say, what's going to save you, it's like, well, you're going to get the naysayers, you're going to get the trolls who say, well, if y'all want to get you and want to kill you, or if the government's after you, no matter where you go, they're going to get you and all that. I mean, just my goodness, they don't understand what they're saying. That means what you're saying, or what you're inferring, or what you're implying is that don't prepare, don't do anything. Just sit there and just wait and just hope the Most High help you. Just hope, by some Deus Machina, that the hand of God is going to reach down and scoop you up and take you off into safety somewhere. I'm like, stop it. Could the Most High do that? Of course he can do that. Did he do that for Noah? Did he do that for Joseph? Did he do that for Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? Did he do that for Daniel? He didn't do it. He didn't. His hand did not come out of heaven, grab him out of their situation, and move. He protected them from it, but they still had to do something. They still had to prepare. They still had to do something. You get so many people who want to argue the other side. They're just dissident. They just want to argue. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's like, okay, I get you. I understand. Anything could happen, but you got to do your part. That's my point. You got to do your part. So just beware of the trolls out there. But absolutely, I definitely want to encourage the brethren out there. I definitely want to encourage you. The same thing I've been saying, and the same thing other preppers. It's not just me. It's not just me. There's a lot of other people out there been saying it. Obviously, Pastor Dollar over at Straightway's been saying it. Okay. A lot of the ministries, have been saying it. Of course, I've been saying it. Okay. You guys also look over the Rocket following Short. He's been saying it. A lot of people have been saying it. Show for a mountain. Viking preparedness. Pastor Joe Fox, same thing. Come out of her, my people. They've been saying the same thing. But this has just been validating what has been said. Okay. At first, you just have prepper this, prepper that, homesteader this, homesteader that, and it's like, oh, just crazy people. They want to get out there and be in the woods and all this other stuff, and they seem like they're crazy. Now they don't seem so crazy. So that's really all that's happened. Just validation or confirmation of what has already been said. That's what's been going on. All right. Let's see here. Definitely want to encourage them. Hopefully my family and I will be coming out in April or May. Ronnie Rayner. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on. Evan Davis. I'm in RVA. What's RVA? Go ahead, because it's not. I'm drawing a blank on it. RVA. So let me know what that is. Unique Texas Souls right behind you. Let's go, guys. Let's go, fellas. Okay. Evan Davis, he said our governor just banned no assembly of 5 or more people. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, there's some restaurants that are doing the same thing. And one of the other entities that are suffering really, really bad right now are churches. Because when you think about it, as far as Richmond, Virginia, I'm so sorry. I feel like a moron. I have to take that L. My bad. I have to take that one. Richmond, Virginia. I have to take that. That's on me. But churches, they are suffering big time because remember, I don't know how they handle it, but I don't know how they manage their finances. But think about this: you're talking about a business, okay, or an entity that almost lives and dies off tithes and offering. And then when they're not having any gathering, any function, you see? So they live and die off tithes and offering, guys. Oh my goodness. I don't feel bad for Sunday church, but I just know that they're in trouble. Brother Reed, because of your lessons, my older brother is now watching your lessons and subscribe to your channel. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Praise Yah. Praise Yah. That's all the Most High. Praise Yah. Yeah, that channel, that's for you guys, it's Fountain of Israel, the Fountain of Israel on YouTube, if y'all want to know what he's talking about on the lessons. Unique Texas Souls, that I'm in Ohio, and they're shutting down everything. They shut down my doctor's office. They shut down the doctor's office. My goodness. MT said, I do agree. Let's see here. I do agree it's time to come out. Eventually you have to grow, and I don't believe you can in a tuna fish can. I like how you said that. Yeah, MT, yeah, bro. Yeah, it's time. It's time. And if you've learned nothing else, those who are on the fence or anything like that, now I did say in y'all's time, right? I did. This might be y'all's time. This might be it right here. This might be the time it's time to go. This might be the sign you need. Guys, the thing is, you have to understand that tragedy, disaster, tribulation waits for no man. Time waits for no man. This might be the tipping point for a lot of you guys. You might have to say, damn this other convenience, damn this comfort, damn this debt. Hey, now don't get me wrong, hold on before I have some trolls or somebody get out there and be like, oh brother, you crazy, you need to get out of debt. get out of debt by all means. Get out of debt. Get rid of debt, because you know the debtor, is serving to the lender. Okay, so I get it. I get it. Get out of debt. Clear your debt. Pay down your debt. Do what you can. Get out and pay your debt. Okay. I'm saying, okay, so that I'm saying that. So any troll come back and be like, this brother saying, forget your dad and don't worry about. No, I'm not trying to tell you to be a deadbeat or nothing like that. But what I'm saying is that some people are waiting to come out of her because of the debt. Because it's like, well, I got all this debt, I can't leave until come out and pay your debt while you're out, if at all possible. So that's all I'm saying. Okay, so that's all I'm saying. So let's see. Oh, good, bro. Okay, Rosie UK. Okay, I'm in London. Okay, thank you. I mean, that's what I thought, but thank you, Rosie UK. The numbers in the UK is now at just over 2,000 of people infected with the virus and over 40 deaths so far. Of course, the shelves are out of toilet rolls, rice, and pasta. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. Ronnie Rayner. Okay, yeah. Okay, Borkins, Virginia. Okay, got you. Feel you. Rosie UK. No group meetings over 10 people. Public places are shutting down. Those who can work from home, like myself, are instructed to do so. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's what's going on. Had a friend, he works at a university, same thing. Everybody go home, work from home, work remotely. That's what's happening. Roddy Rain, same here. Okay. Yep, shutting down. In Congress now, number 45 said, he want to do the stimulus packet checks to every working person. Okay, we'll see. $1,000 each working person. Interesting. Let's see what they do to stimulate the economy. So, guys, I mean, this is the state that we live in. This is what we're living in right now, guys. I'm gonna shut this down. But hey, I probably have another live stream later today because I can't do the videos how I want to do it. Sometimes the internet acts a little bit funny as far as uploading, right? As have video, like I said, I have videos on this iPad where I just can't get them to upload for some reason. So I have to go live, and then it's on YouTube. So that's what I'm gonna do, because I did it a couple of times, and man, it takes a lot to upload. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead, let you guys go. I appreciate you guys joining with me, hanging in there. Again, like, comment, subscribe if you're feeling the vibe. Hit the notification bell. Okay, say today I will be deleting my channel, though I won't be able to comment anymore. So I won't be. I'm sorry to hear that, MT, man. I just was just trying to get to know you, so I'm sorry. So sorry that. No problem. Thanks for the wise word. Shalom, brother Ronnie Rayner, sister Rosie UK. Thank you for that update and letting us know what's going on, guys. I will be back. Probably today, but definitely, maybe throughout the day. Tomorrow, next day, stuff like that as the news arrives. Okay. Much love to all you guys. Protect yourself. Thank you, brother Evan Davis. Appreciate it so much. I will talk to you guys soon. Stay tuned. Hit the notification bell. Share with some others. Let's meet up here. Let's talk about it. Okay. Talk to you guys on the next one.